special stuff. Lexi, thank you for that report. Okay, let's check in with that forecast. You can see it's pretty quiet there on the radar. We know some folks might really actually want some rain at this point.
Yeah, and it's not in sight really at all, Brad. I know we could use some, and a lot of lawns need some.
Yeah, a lot of pastures are drying out right now. A lot of farmers are trying to replant some of that hay or straw for the fall season. It's tough to do when you don't have rainfall out there. We basically have no rain anywhere in sight, the longest dry streak of the year, and it's really warm, which further adds to the problem because when it's warm like this, you're pulling even more moisture out of the ground and the vegetation because the evaporation rates are so high. So it's kind of a double whammy, but there is cooler air on the way. So at least we've got a cold front heading our way for later this week. Tonight, it'll be down in the 50s, pretty close to average. The dry air has that ability to warm up rapidly by day, but also cool down quite a bit at night. And tomorrow will be another warm one. Look at the mid 80s showing up in many locations, anywhere from 5 to 10 degrees above average for this time of year. This is more typical of what we'd see probably early to mid-September for an average, not here in early October. High pressure in control, hard to find a cloud or even a shower anywhere near us, but here comes that cold front. Now there is some moisture along it, but the air mass ahead of it is really dry. One of the ways that cold fronts produce rainfall is they have to pull in moisture ahead of them, but our flow is still out of the northeast ahead of it, and so if you don't have a moisture source getting pulled in, there's nothing for that cold front to wring out the moisture with. So it's one thing to have a cold front, but you need moisture to come along with it, and there's just not a lot. Saturday's probably our best chance of rain in the last 3 weeks, and right now I have the chance about maybe 20%. Even if you see rain on Saturday, it's not going to amount to much. If we get 1/10 of an inch, I think you'd be lucky. It's just enough maybe to wet the ground briefly, and you can see the 10-day forecast. Just no rain anywhere to be found, and that's going to continue the dry conditions. Today is 15 days in a row with no measurable rainfall. That's the longest streak of this year. If you're wondering what the all-time streak is for Charlotte, it's 40 days in the middle of a drought, but 15 days is pretty long, especially with the dry air. And notice some of these other ones were pretty recent as well. So the last couple months have been very, very dry. Now that cold front is going to give us below average temperatures starting late this weekend into early next week. So fall weather lovers, you're getting the cool air, but we're not getting the moisture with it because the same map, the 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook, shows a big bullseye of well below average rainfall, especially into the mountains and down here into the Piedmont. Now this could become problematic because we're heading into the peak of the fall fire season, the wildfire season, because once you start losing leaves off the trees, you start getting vegetation to go dormant for the winter. If it's hot and windy and we have a drought, that could lead to fire danger. So we got to be very careful with outdoor fires. As the cool weather moves in this weekend, I know those fire pits will get fired up. Just be very cautious because things are very, very dry across the western Carolinas. Tomorrow, temperatures in the mid 80s, so another warm one. We're going to be drying things out further. That is going to allow for a toasty afternoon. Your Guy Roofing 7-day forecast. Look at that stretch of 80s. This weekend, it is going to be cooler, the Rover 400. Beautiful weather, upper 60s likely. We'll go 10 days and show you that cool weather could be sticking around into next week with a lot more 70s for highs and a lot more morning lows in the 40s. So more fall-like by the weekend.
Oh yeah, all right, Brad, thank you.